তুমি দেখতে পাবে।
Okay, we are starting. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first edition of Adda. I will not be telling you more about this because our president, Mr. Arup Chakravarti, will be telling you more in a while. Just a few things for you to know about the format of today. First, on safety, in case of the fire, there are two exits. One here, to which you came, and the other one at the rear through the kitchen. So you'll have to find your way, and I think the people of Startup India will show you in case you have doubt. But there are two exits just for you to know. My small briefing to you will be followed by the President's speech, which he will be talking more about Adda and introducing the speakers to you. This will be followed by the speech of our honorable speakers, and we'll follow it up with a vote of thanks. There will be some refreshments for you. Water is already there at the back. If you are thirsty, you can fetch your water. There's a small sunshine box which we have got for you. It's basically where you can put your small contributions, $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever you want, which will go towards meeting up the overheads for this sort of events. And we have to vacate the hall or this venue by 5:30 p.m. So that's the small brief for you. Over to you, Arupda.
থ্যাংক ইউ এভরিওয়ান, সবাইকে এখানে আসার জন্য অশেষ ধন্যবাদ। এটা একটা খুব ছোট ইনিশিয়েটিভ নেওয়া হয়েছে, আমাদের মেম্বার্সরা ব্রেনস্টর্ম করে একটা ইনিশিয়েটিভ নিয়েছে। তার আগে বলে রাখি, আমার কোনো ফরম্যাট নেই এই স্পিচের, আই এম জাস্ট ইটস অ্যান আড্ডা, সো আই এম জাস্ট ক্যাজুয়ালি. So this is a small format and initiative taken. Main objective is to reach people and to get along with them frequently, because we felt that there is a gap that we are not reaching out to the people too often, and all of a sudden we reach out to the people. So this will be a good forum that we will connect to the people, not only inside our community. We are putting it in the Facebook and in our website so that everyone can come here. It's not like we are. So this is one of the things, and if we can reach more and more people, because our organization is growing bigger. What we have seen in last Durga Puja events, there are many people came outside of IBA community. So since it is getting bigger, I think it's worth to reach to the people and see how we can get along with the people. And of course, another thing is we need more sponsors and all those things, because inside the community we can reach to the community through and get their yearly contribution or this thing, but it seems it is not enough. So we definitely will reach out to the people for sponsorships and all those things. So this will give us more a bigger platform we are expecting. And another thing is there are many. So we will be inviting people to come forward and give tell about different topics. So there are many speakers we have lined up, at least 4 events. So at this point we are thinking of keeping it weekly basis. So every week, which will be every Sunday. from 4:30 to 5:30. We will see how it goes and how is the response, and then we will plan for the future this thing. So this week we have our own Sushil Das, Sushil Mesho. We have requested them to tell us something to start with IBAM. Sushil Mesho and Mashi, of course, they are one of the old member in this community, so they have been asked to tell. So that's why we have asked them to give speech on something on IBAM. So to start, this is the starting, and we would definitely need your support, your cooperation, and your suggestions also. How, if we have to go along this, we definitely need your support and suggestions. So with this, I would ask Rajada to just introduce our speaker, today's speaker. Everyone knows them, but still an official introduction.
All right. That being said, I'm honored and have the immense pleasure to introduce to you guys the two most favorite people, not only amongst in our community, but amongst us. They have been like pillars from day one when we started really thinking of doing something meaningful, bringing the communities together. So they were there from day one. Probably they were there from minus 365 days before, and they will continue to be there, I strongly believe. So without further ado, that also reminds me of a Nasiruddin Mullah joke, that he was asked at some point of time, he was invited and asked to say something about God. And when he was, he was not prepared. He just walked in and, but he was, he was witty. So he said that, how many of you actually know why am I here? And so half of them said, yeah, we know that you want to speak about God. And half of them, we didn't know. So the person said, okay, half of you can explain to the other half why we are here. So, and he left, something of that sort. So I think personally that Mita Mashi and Jamai Babu, as I call them, Mita Mashi for most, because my population won't think. And that's the reason I told by Jamai Babu for me. They need no introduction, I guess. But then again, for live performance, I think it's live telecast, I would still formally introduce them. Sushil Das, Jamai Babu, he came to, oh wow, how many of us actually were born in 1975? Like, many of us were not there even, actually. Yeah. So he came to Canada as a Commonwealth scholar, taught electrical and computer engineering at Dawson College and Concordia. Still teaches 1 or 2 courses at Concordia to keep himself young. Yes, and I completely agree. I can't agree more, actually. Yes. And he always refers back and say that I'm thinking of retiring from my retirement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and he continues to retire from his retirement every now and then. A Montreal resident since 1975, he has seen the evolution of Montreal Bengali Association, of course, and associated with it, with its activities since its inception. Always a part of cultural, organizational, constitutional activities. Of course, I mean, everything you all know, we are all involved in some point of the, in some form or the other. Every time we faced any problem, we would go back to him to ask for suggestions and to bail us out. So yes, always part of the cultural, organizational, and constitutional activities. He is readily available for consultation and active participation in IBAM's programs, be it a drama or other funny performances, not even, also serious performances. We have seen him, yeah, of course, yeah. So, and young at heart, everybody will agree to it.
Yes.
Yes, and he cherishes always the company of the young, enthusiastic friends of IBAM volunteers. He always wants to keep himself amidst young people. we are envious. We are going actually old while he is going younger. Okay, so, and then because these young group, according to him, of nice and energetic friends or people around him helps him realize that age is simply a number. And I remember, Jayabu, you always used to say age is a number right up here. So the head or tail IBM show must go on with the gusto forever. That is his motto, and he has always been like that. And now to Mita Mashi, Mita Di, everybody's Mita Di and Mita Mashi. For over 40 years, she has been a perennial fixture. No, you're not a fixture. You're an asset. You're an asset. Yeah, fixture or asset of the association. She makes sure that the association's show must go on. Yes, no matter what. Organize the association's activities when it was in crisis, steering Durga Puja, or serving its president as demanded. Of course, who knows better? When we had nobody, she came forward and she was our president by choice. And our demand, of course. Our request. So, yeah, she is the source of inspiration to friends of all ages, but be it children, young and enthusiastic IBM volunteers, or the aged members. No, all members are young here. Who's wrote this? All the members of our association. An evergreen, smiling personality, she is dedicated to make IBM's activities spectacular and grand and inspiring. Without further ado, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Raja and Arup, for all those things told about me. Some of them are true, some of them simply a little bit of hyperbole. When Arup called me asking to be giving or give this talk, I thought that it would be only a little thing, but I see it's kind of formal here. But the reason I agreed is in any kind of gathering, the main guest, main person who talks, he doesn't pay anything. But today,
But there is a sunshine box.
okay, and so today I'm very happy for that. And my suggestion would be, for every week, I should always talk like that. So I don't really have to pay because I'm going for a cruise. I need each and every dollar.
That means he is using your brain.
Possibly. Okay, so essentially what I am here for, as what Arup told, is to give you some sort of background information about our association since inception. Of course, now IBM's nature has been changed. The membership and their behavior is different. On the other hand, it is very important that we should figure out the basic nature of our association. So in that way, I find it's relevant that we talk about that because we got the past experience would always help us figuring out what should we do with the presently and in the future. I came in Montreal, I came in Canada in 72, but Montreal in 75. That is the time when our association started. Before association starts, it starts with Saraswati Puja, followed by Durga Puja. Arun Chakraborty, he lives here in Pierre, somewhere, West Island. And Nimai Sarkar, they took the initiative, and we had the puja in Summerlip, church basement. Jawahar Rakshit, my very good friend, he drew kind of sculpture, it's a bas relief. picture with little bit of depth. It's a wonderful thing. It's huge, and we use that image of murti, half picture and half bas relief for 10 years. Initially, we didn't have that many people, maybe about 100 families. And we went through some sort of modification, style of everything. But in Durga Puja would be our main activity, Saraswati Puja. We also have a Bangla school in two places in South Shore, where majority of the Bengali people are there initially, and in downtown. And we used to have badminton at that time. Then the population increased, maybe about 150 or 180. So we moved out of church basement. We went initially, second time, we went to NDG, another place, I forgot, the Korean church. Then we went to this South Shore, no. After that we went to, I forgot, I think I saw it, little bit. In the class when I teach, I keep it here, I talk, and then I make some movement so that they don't know that I'm really looking at them. But here I am got whatever. The place is Summer Lake, Hampstead, right? We were there in the Hampstead. It's a very expensive area, it was Queen Mary area. At the time, we were there for 3 years. Every year, police would come from the fire department because too many people. And we used to always apologize every year. But fully knowing next year we are going to have the same thing. Then we moved to West Island. That is the time, I think some of you at the time joined there. But before we go to West Island, we lost our critical mass. Still, we don't have critical mass except the young friends. Original residents are essentially not here as much. So when we lost our critical mass, it was almost gone. But at that time, ladies like Mita, Mala, and Juma, they came forward, and we started with a new kind of enthusiasm. We started puja there in West Island, Shiv Mandir, Murugan Temple. After that, obviously, we come to this present place, and this is the place that we are so happy. It really can accommodate a lot of new friends as well as smaller friends. Bharat Bhavan, we are there for 3 years. 3 years, yeah? 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. No, 3 years. 2 years.
Yeah. Oh,
11,
that's right.
Okay.
So the
So,
Before
no, we did 3 years.
10, 11, 12.
2-3 years, yeah.
We did for 3 years.
3 years, yeah. But this is the place that we settled, and this one satisfied all our requirements and more. So that way is good. All the time, obviously, our main performance will be Durga Puja. And the most attractive thing in Durga Puja will be Natak, drama. Everybody, usually in the Ashtami night, we would have it, everybody would look forward to that. Older generation, where I am also there, their culture is essentially centered around Rabindra Sangeet. Some Nazrul with a little bit, not as much. Modern song and folk song and dances. That kind of performance. And we got a lot of artists at the time. 76, when we had Olympic, Hemanta Mukherjee came, Shamul Mitra, Solil Chaudhary came afterwards, Bhanu Banerjee, Firoza Begum, Chatterjee, Krishna Chatterjee, Baswant Chaudhary. So we hosted a lot of good talents at that time. After that, when we were essentially struggling, even if our number came down, we are looking forward to our new volunteers to come. And these new volunteers we know, just like Nodia Bombege Pagolpara. অন্য যে স্তব্ধ চাপাতলি সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা স্তব্ধ চাপাতলি আমাদের কাজ হচ্ছে কি নতুন নতুন লোক আসছে তাদের ধরে পুজোটা করো তারপর চলে গেল আবার ধর আমরা কিন্তু একটা সেইভাবে আমরা আছি and then essentially it came again problem at that time our cultural association was completely kind of it is existential problem. Suddenly, we saw a good combination of able, enthusiastic young people, leaders. Raja, Anindo, Moyur, Mona Lisa, Nilesh, Indrani, and they essentially transformed the whole activity of our association. It is that time, since our composition of the membership from old generation to new one came forward to reflect that, I think we changed. Plus, it should be people from West, kind of, we from Bengal or West Bengal. So we changed our name to IBAM. And IBA, after that, is a story of growth. Thanks to Raja, Anindo, and others people, it is really growing and it has come up to this. Last year we had a problem. We are almost sure there won't be any Durga Puja. And what I think Moyuk did is not so hopeful. He called puja meeting, and suddenly we saw a lot of young members. And then we see this year, puja to me is one of the best puja I've ever seen. Lot of participation, people comes out of woodwork, we don't know. So many people came and everything. It is so well organized. So in that sense, I believe this Adda would be extremely important for the perpetuation of our association. The lack of communication from the older committee, because by the time Moyuk, Nilesh, and everybody, they are working for so many years, they become kind of old, except me. So then they are not in a position to continue, and we got, luckily, these new people. So this lack of communication possibly can be completely solved in this creation Adda. If we can continue, we can attract new people, we would know who is new, who is more enthusiastic, so we can form a better group so that we won't have this problem of figuring out maybe Durga Puja would not happen next year and so on. So that way I believe it is very good. Let me see if there's any other point that I have to talk. Oh yeah, I have to tell something. I represent old generation. Old generation, we are going to have cultural performance. Robindra Sangit. And then Robindra Abba recitation. Something typical 100% Bengali, contemporary at that time, now it is past, cultural scene. Now, the new generation, the cultural side is different. Last time I went to India, I watched YouTube, even common Bengali culture has changed completely. from typical Bengali to Bollywood Bengali. Now even in all the little corner of this West Bengal, you see college like in Krishnagar College yesterday they would have dance, song, Bollywood song, and dance, all those things. So now that thing has to be reflected, and it's reflected quite positively in our association and cultural activity. The person who really does it, he did wonders, Nilesh. It is due to him, I have to tell, our cultural profile, especially performance in puja and other things, is the standard has gone up so much, and he's always resourceful. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm proud of this year's committee as well as the other committee, Raja, Anindo, and Moyuk, Indrani. So, I'm pretty sure if this Adda should give us exposure or figuring out new talents, and this way I think we can continue. But this new talent should not be, we should not look for new talent this year, because this committee has done so much. My suggestion would be they have to continue so that we can have puja as grand as last year. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, anything.
Yeah, we have Meeta Mashi here to say something.
Yes, of course. I didn't have my glasses on when they introduced you. You have to yeah,
Come.
Don't become a liar. Well, I said,
But keep a distance. Don't come too close to me.
I don't know what to say, but I think everybody is here. I expected more people, but okay, for first gathering, I think it's enough, right? And yeah, anything else you like to hear from us? Like anything?
We want to hear you, Meeta Mashi. So
Whatever you say.
whatever
No,
comes from your heart.
any question do you have?
Maybe the speaker can take
There's
questions.
something that they are going to ask.
Any question like new people? If there is any question you like to ask, you like to know something? No, there is no questions. I can go and sit.
No, you say about your experience when you had a ladies club and all those.
Oh, the ladies.
Yeah, ladies
That
club.
was very interesting.
Yeah, so
Once
this-
একটা বছর আমাদের এখানে পুজো হয়নি. Okay, so all the Bengalis from here, not us, they went to Ottawa to পুজোতে যাচ্ছে, and their experience was not good. Yeah? So and আমাদের একটা বন্ধু ছিল, সে মারা গেছে. He loved pujo so much, and I thought that he enjoys so much. We do too, but he is like crazy about pujo and Christmas. So I thought আমার বন্ধুকে বললাম যে নেক্সট ইয়ারে পুজো উইল পিকলু মাসির কথা বলছি, পিকলু মাসি and প্রদীপ কাপুর, বললাম পুজো মাস্ট গো, and next year we are gonna arrange pujo. Then all the ladies came together, and we had ছেলেরা কোনো take part করতে চায় না. So we gathered and we had a meeting in আমাদের সাউথ শোরের একটা Tim Hortons, and then the pujo conception came, and we went to Murugan temple for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we had wonderful time there, but Raja Bonasri, তোমরাও গেছো তো ওখানে? ওরা এখানকার যা আছেন পুরনো, তোমরা তোরা এক বছর গেছিলি, রাইট? সো ইট ওয়াজ গুড। দেন আমরা কেন যে মুভ করলাম, আমাদের তারপরে চলে এলাম আমার ভারত ভবনে, বিকজ ওরা আমাদের খুব যত্ন করতো, কিন্তু somehow we needed another place to celebrate. So that's, and we used to have two dramas. There was two dramas, one in multicultural and one multiculturalism থেকে আমাদের পয়সা দিত গভর্নমেন্ট থেকে. So we used to have two dramas in Montreal, and I was কি বলে ওদের director? Not director.
Oh, prompter.
Then Mr. Banerjee called me once that we need someone and you have to be there. ওরা থাকে ও ধারে করা হবে, and that's the first time I was in the drama, and after that all
It
the
continued.
dramas. Yeah.
Before that, she used to do drama at
Oh,
home.
I'm drama buzz. Yeah. So any other question?
Yes, question.
আমার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল যে একটু আগে বেশমশাই বললো যে মন্ট্রিয়ালে যখন অলিম্পিক হয় তখন ইন্ডিয়ান বেঙ্গল অ্যাসোসিয়েশন থেকে কিছু করা হয়েছিল সেরকম কিছু বলছিল কি আমি তখন ফলো করলাম না সেটা যদি
অলিম্পিকের সময় বেঙ্গলিরা কিছু করেছে কিনা?
No, see, in Olympic time, a lot of people came and our basement everywhere full. At that time, Hemanta Mukherjee, Shamal Mitra, and Manu Banerjee came. And obviously, in the church basement, we organized their performance. After 2 years after that, Firoza Begum came. And good person, Nozrugiti from Firoza Begum is the ultimate Nozrugiti. We went backstage. She was telling Janan, if the same song is played in a big auditorium, in a good speaker and audio system, everybody would love it. He's telling he's not happy. She's not happy with what we have. So then Solil Chaudhary came also. So these are the people that Basanta Chaudhary came. Krishna Chatterjee also came. So at that time we used to get money from the Quebec government also, multicultural thing. So our purse would be little bit flexible, so we could invite quite few talents. Now obviously we can't afford.
ওরকম কিছু ফটোগ্রাফ কিছু আছে পুরনো ওয়ার্ল্ড ফটোগ্রাফ
দেখতে হবে, we can collect. It must be Ranjanda should have
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
And archive them.
Yeah. We can figure this
আর
out.
একটা কথা আমার বলার আছে, আমরা যেসব নাম নিচ্ছি সবার নাম তো নেওয়া যায় না, না? লট অফ কন্ট্রিবিউটার্স ক্লাবের পেছনে আছে, আমরা লেডিজরাও যখন করেছি, আমাদের অনেক লোক আছে বলার, কিন্তু সবাইকে মেনশন করা যাচ্ছে না। বাট আমি সবাইকে বলতে চাইছি যে লাইক কারোর নাম যদি বাদ দিয়ে থাকে, নিশ্চয়ই নেক্সট যে স্পিকার আসবে, যেমন ওকে যেমন বলছিলাম যে আরো নাম দাও, কিন্তু সবার নাম বলা যাচ্ছে না।
আমি বলবো, I will be the speaker.
হ্যাঁ, তারা আবার কিছু অ্যাড করবে হয়তো, কিন্তু সবার নাম করা যায় না। সবাইকে আমরা তাও ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি, যাদের নাম বাদ গেছে তারা যেন কেউ কিছু মনে করে না। নেক্সট যে স্পিকার আসবে, they will add something next and next and next. So this is kind of very new, right? So I hope this Adda will be a lot success, continue and success. আমরা
মিতামাসি,
থাকছি না।
আমি দুজনের স্পেশালি নাম মেনশন করতে চাই,
Yeah.
মানে অন দ্য কালচারাল ফ্রন্ট, যেমন শঙ্কর জেঠু।
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
মানে I think he's one of the best singers we have in Montreal and is still going strong.
He's still in there, it's written here.
রাইট,
Yeah.
মানে শঙ্কর জেঠু না থাকলে আমরা ভাবতে পারি না কালচারাল সেকশন কি হতে পারে। মানে আই হার্ড যে হি হ্যাজ বিন দেয়ার সিন্স এজেস,
He's young and hard.
still going strong. The voice, the control in the voice that he has, wonderful. And then Rajada,
Yeah.
because আমি যখন এসেছিলাম 2010-এ, আমরা নাটক দেখিনি, বাট
Exactly.
রাজাদা নাটক আনে, মানে মডার্ন নাটক আনে। We were all part of it and we had wonderful experiences. So, and he himself being a classical performer, so it added value to that. So I think these two names are worth mentioning and
it's
really.
written here, but yeah, exactly.
Right.
নাটক আমাদের ওই নাটকটা দারুণ হয়েছিল, ভাড়াটে চার্জ।
That is my question. As we are talking about Natok, can we recall some small funny incident happened during the rehearsal? Because I know, I'm sure there are
A lot
of things has happened.
That was the best thing, to go to the rehearsal and have lots of food and all those stuff. Rehearsal was the best.
Yeah, at one point we used to feel like we used to go every Friday. After the lab, we'll go to Longay. Rajadu will be there, like religiously waiting for us, and then we'll be getting into the car, and then Rajadu will be like, I'll be like, why every time I have to have this servant's part? he would be like, it's the longest one, you can memorize well, let's go. Yeah, we had great time together for sure.
নাটকের last 2 week, before the natok was
My
really
God, he would be
intense.
so serious and he would be like,
That time we didn't like, but
we didn't like it. At the time, we didn't like.
তখন বলতে না
বাজে জিনিসটা হচ্ছে নীলেশকে আবার বিয়ে করতে হয়েছে which I didn't like.
আমি ভেবেছিলাম এবার কিছুটা স্ক্রিপ্ট পাল্টাবে কিন্তু রাজাদার সাথে
Since you are, as you said, you are representing the, I'm not saying older generation, but aged generations. So we need your help and suggestion how to get them, because here I can see only you, Itamashi and Kamalamashi, but we need more.
Definitely.
More people to take them out. So yeah.
ইন্ডিয়া থেকে গেছে, কেউ বেড়াতে
ওটার জন্যই,
গেছে।
হ্যাঁ।
আর শীতকালে আমাদের সাউথ শোরের ত্রিপুরা ইজ লাইক ভেরি হার্ড, লাইক আসা খুব মুশকিল, কমিট করা যায় না, বিকজ যদি স্নো স্টর্ম, আমরাও তো বলি স্নো স্টর্ম হলে আসবো না, রাইট? সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমার মনে হচ্ছে স্প্রিং এর থেকে সবাই আসবে।
মানে মন্ট্রিয়ালে অনেকেই আছে তাই না তোমাদের যারা এখনো সবাই অনেকে নেই
মোস্ট পিপুলরা চলে গেছে ইন্ডিয়াতে।
না এখন না মানে ইভেনচুয়ালি বলছি মানে